how tough a way to go was it in that sequence with Schlitter there? How tough was that way?
Oh, I felt really strongly about him right there. The biggest thing there is probably the guy that puts the ball on the ground more than any of our relief pitchers. So I just thought it was the better chance of a ground ball. Of course, we'd like to have that pitch called a strike, but even after it wasn't, you have to make a better pitch than that. So I'm not going to sit here and blame umpires for our lack of execution.
You got the Kris Bryant thing out of the way. Is that kind of good to just have the whole hoopla done with, at least for the day?
Yeah, I'm sure he's going to feel a bit better tomorrow coming out here. Although he looked pretty good today. He was facing a tough starting pitcher in Shields. James made it tough for him, made some really good pitches on him, and I'm sure his opening day will be one that he'll never forget. Although we did bring him up for his glove, didn't we? He had a really good game at third base. He really played well over there. The diving play, I yelled at him way to be tall, and then the ground balls, he threw the ball accurately with a lot on it. So he had a nice day on the field.
Which is that moment just when he came up for the first time after his stand up?
It's great. The Cub fans understand what's going on here, and this is a young man that's done extremely well in the minor leagues, getting to this particular point in his career. They're very savvy. Our fans are very savvy, and they recognize that. I thought it was great.
Joe, is it important for you to be the ultimate 26th guy in this team when you go out to the mound? You make it.
Oh yeah, that was intentional. Absolutely. You can't. Like I said, we still have to execute better in the moment, but I can't permit that to happen without saying something. I really believe even prior to the home run by Middlebrooks, that was a strike also. So I let that one slide, and I just couldn't let it slide twice. However, like I said, even though we probably should have gotten a call there, we still have to make a better pitch on the next pitch. That's part of this game. You're not always going to get the calls that you're looking for. I'm not here to cry about it. I don't want us to be crybabies. It's just a matter of fact. I thought it was a strike, and then we needed to make a better pitch on the next pitch.
Joe, what was your take on the ground rule double where you could see the ball?
Yeah, we're scrambling there. I'm upstairs, and I'm kind of watching. I am watching, and I guess regardless if you can see it or not, if it's lodged in the ivy, that's it. Unless the guy reaches in for it. So I don't think there was any kind of inclusions there regarding whether or not it's April and you could actually see the baseball. So I think it's probably the right way to do it. It's lodged. They didn't reach in. That's a double. It's easier for the umpires.
The Herrera Shields byplay there, was that something you told him to do, or was it doing that on his own, like coming off third?
Well, when the shortstop or the third baseman plays shortstop like that, I really want our guys to do exactly what he did, and because any kind of ball in the dirt, you're able to score on. And that one was, total back to the wall, pass ball, wild pitch, whatever they wanted to call it. But anytime we're given that kind of opportunity, I want us to do something like that.
Did you sense any anxiety or emotions with Bryant in the first place?
I really didn't. Smiled easily. Thought he was ready to play, and he was ready to play. Like you said, it's evidenced by his game on defense. He played well. He had a really good game. He didn't have any hits today. Struck out a couple times, but he's going to do that. But he played really well in the infield, so that indicates to me he was not nervous.
Was there anything in his, even though he struck out 3 times, in his swing that you liked, that you saw?
Oh, he's just, I know how forceful it is. I watched him in batting practice. It was pretty fun to watch. Believe me, he's going to be fine, and he's going to be very productive here. And that's just one game.
Joe did.
Just real quick, Shields got him out on 2 changeups.
Right.
You've seen that changeup.
He does that a lot. He gets it underneath right-handed hitters really well. That's who he is. I come from the land of changeups, so I've seen them all, and I know how good he is with that.
With Bryant, was he taking advantage of him a little bit? It seemed like Bryant was quick and in front of him.
Yeah, he had never seen James before. I think in that situation, the pitcher would have a definite advantage. I would think so. And he probably may have used his aggressiveness against him because he has the kind of cadre of pitches to be able to do something like that. James is good. He knows what he's doing out there. So I just was hoping that he'd hang a changeup, and if he had, that would have gone far. But he kept getting them in good spots for him and bad for us.